So the first trailer for Resident Evil Raccoon City has debuted. Let's do this.
Come on. Every story has a beginning. Discover the origin of evil.
98.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella. Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick. You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
25 years and my life is still
We have to contain this.
trying to get up that great big hill of hope
Shall we go?
for a destination into a crisis of times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. I am feeling
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
a little peculiar.
Split up.
What the?
In our sand.
We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
Alrighty, real quick before I let you know what I thought about the trailer, be sure to tell me what you thought down below in the comment section. Also, if you want to know what I thought about the previous movies with the Resident Evil title, check out this video right over here where I ranked the top 20 highest grossing video game movies that list contains, I think, all but one of the previous Resident Evil films. I'm going to watch this one more time, and then I'm going to talk about it. Alrighty, as a point of reference, I've seen all of the previous Resident Evil films many times and saw the first several of them in the theater opening weekend and watched the first two in particular on loop quite a bit back 17, 18 years ago when those movies came out. But I've actually never been the biggest fan of the Resident Evil video games, at least not the ones from like 20 years ago, and just the controls, the way that they kind of worked on the original PlayStation 1 and 2 versions wasn't really my thing. I really need to try out some of the more recent versions to see if they're a little bit run at my speed. But there's a mythology there that I've always been interested in. Zombie movies are always a lot of fun. And of course, the video games have a very rich lore and mythology to pull from that the movies did so in a very unusual way. Let's just put it that way. And so the idea of starting over and trying to actually stick a little bit better to the actual mythology and tone of the video games and not just turning into full-blown cartoon mode like those later movies did sounds good to me. And that's what I saw in this trailer. Like, I'm not expecting these to, this to be like high art, obviously, but I'm expecting it to be appropriately dark, spooky, creepy zombie movie with some gnarly zombie action, some nice investigation and scares along the way, and some cool action. And that's what the trailer teased. The cast is also kind of like low-key, a real nice little cast. It's not a bunch of A-list marquee names, but it's a bunch of faces that are up-and-comers, people that you've seen in smaller things, established character actors. And so I'm digging the cast that they have for it, dug the vibe that they had for it, that it kind of builds the tension with this investigation and stuff going back 20 years of what really happened there and conspiracy theories, all of it building to the big payoff. That feels like what this movie should be like. an appropriate adaptation. So, I don't know. I dug the trailer. Once again, not like one of my most anticipated of the fall or anything like that, but it looks like a movie that'll deliver the experience that I'm hoping for in the theater based off of the premise. Let me know what you thought down below. If you want to know my thoughts on the other movies in the Resident Evil franchise, check out that video right over there. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.